All righty. Welcome back to the No Nonsense Podcast. This is episode 41. We're doing a little streak of in and out of weeks, but we're going to get back on track. Today, obviously, we're going to cover some NBA, throwing some fun topics and segments, and we're going to get right to making some money with that No Nonsense parlay. So let's just get straight to it. Round two's done. I mean, obviously, that was a little bit of time ago. Lakers did well for the time being, but yeah, it's quickly changed in a week. So let's talk about the conference finals matchup. How do we feel about what just happened to the Lakers with the Nuggets?
I mean, I'm super impressed with how the Lakers turned the season around. I mean, to start out 2-10 and to be sitting at the 13th seed at one point, then to make the moves they did at the All-Star break and then get the whole way to the conference finals. I feel like as a fan, I mean, obviously I know it's championship or bust, but like you got to at least be happy with how they battled back and competed.
I ain't gonna hold you the whole time you talked. I had the exact same facial expression as Johnny, which is just draw drop and shut the fuck up.
No, I agree with him though.
I agree.
They overachieved.
They overachieved for sure.
And not long ago, like around what was it All-Star break time, I was saying Rob Pelinka's needs to be fired. Like, why is he GM? And he made moves right around that time and took them from the 13th spot to the conference final. So now he looks like a fucking genius, but still roster needs improved because Denver, they're legit.
Yeah, I think Denver was just a better team. And I mean,
when
you have players that didn't really show up, like D'Angelo Russell, he's saying he wants the bag, he wants paid. Well, I don't think he's going to get paid by the Lakers, so he's going to have to get that somewhere else. And then when it comes to AD, just for him being like a number one option, you can't have those inconsistent nights in the conference finals. Like, you can't show up and have 42 one game and then the next game only have like 9 shot attempts. Like, this just can't happen. That's just what I got from it.
I'll put my 2 cents in and keep it quick.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, obviously they overachieved. It was kind of like a cock tease in a way because we got so close. I thought we matched up well to them until I saw their starting lineups, and their lineups are tall. Like, it is crazy when the first game we're starting D'Lo and Schroeder, and they got fucking MPJ being guarded by one of those two. Like, it made no sense to me. It was actually, I would say this. I think Darvin Ham got outcoached for like 99% of the entire series.
And then your first year head coach, though, he coached his ass off this whole.
But he's been on winning teams. Wasn't he on the Bucks championship run?
Yeah, but it's different. It's a different story when you got the full reins. Like, you're the head coach.
And as much as I would give you that he got outcoached, now I'm gonna let you go on. As much as I want.
Well, no, I would say this. He definitely got outcoached.
Their roster just doesn't compete.
Yeah,
the Nuggets have the best roster in the NBA, which is what me and Johnny were trying to tell you guys in the offseason. With these guys being healthy, they're the favorites.
And they love to share the basketball.
Dude, I agree, but let's just say this from a
everybody
standpoint.
but MPJ passes.
Why did it take you 2 full games to start Rui?
I mean, he started Rui, and Rui looked like ass in the starting lineup. You need a spark off the bench. You need that guy.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
Rui shot 3 for 13 when he started. Like, his role was to come off the bench and be that spark, and he did well in that.
It's not even that. I don't need him to score. I needed him to play defense.
Yes, you need
not even that. I agree. To play on Joker and let AD and someone fall back. But
you need anyways, for sure.
Yeah, but going into that series, no one called for that. No one said he should start. You don't see. I mean, going into that, you don't see. That until obviously games are played, and then you don't think about that beforehand because then you got to consider who's going to score for us coming off the bench.
Well, not even that. 2 games in, though. I mean, the third game is when he got to have that full role.
I didn't know Rui started the third game. I thought he started the 4th game. I didn't know. I thought it
was the third. If it was the 4th, it's even worse.
I thought it was the 4th. I thought he started the 4th. I didn't think he started the 3rd.
Yeah, I think it was the 4th.
It was the 4th. Yeah, because he played really well games 1, 2, and 3. So they gave him the starting, and then he came in and shot 3 for 13 off the starting lineup.
It's not even that. I was hearing dumbass rumors saying like D'Lo didn't want to take a bench role.
Yep.
And
I don't think that's dumb.
I
think that's literally what happened. I don't think it's dumb. I think it's literally what happened.
But I mean, it's crazy.
Also, look at the 4th game. I didn't watch all of it, but I'm going to say at one point in the third quarter, I think it was, when a lot of the Lakers bench is in the game, Nuggets going to 39-16 run, something like that.
They got spit on.
Mainly because Rui's starting and he's not with that second group, I would assume.
Well, it's not even that. It was an explosion, and LeBron was dead tired from the first half because he was going ham.
Yeah, he tried to kill. He did everything he could in that first half.
For some reason, they weren't passing the ball. I don't even think he got more than like 2 shot attempts in the third. And it was like Dennis Schroeder and Rui thinking they were like fucking superstars. But
how much of that is LeBron had the ball a lot in the second half? We're not going to do that. I think a lot of it was just LeBron did everything.
Not in the third and fourth quarter. No, he didn't.
No, they went away from LeBron.
They wouldn't even get passing the ball. Like even the commentators are like, "Why is he not touching the ball?"
All right. I mean, it's LeBron James. If he wants the ball, he's getting it.
Yeah. I agree.
Like I will say, as soon as Denver scores, he can just turn around and give me the fucking ball. And
there is some positives though. So I actually see where Darvin Ham is a player's coach is what I kept reading. Dude got a couple guys paid. Like Austin Reeves, I was reading that some executives think he is in the range of like a Jordan Poole, Tyler Hero.
No, that's too much.
Check.
I saw 80 to 100.
But I'm not gonna say that. I'm talking about just from a player's perspective. He got the bag. He's about to get the bag.
He's gonna get 80.
Rui's definitely gonna get the bag. And then D'Lo's the only one who didn't play into a bag.
I don't know. I don't know if Rui gets a bag. I mean, we seen him excel in the role he played, and then we threw him in the starting lineup. He did not play that well. But I do think Rui is a piece the Lakers could keep for a good deal and give him a bigger role. Like you give him a 3 to 45.
But the dude deserves to get paid. Like people get overpaid.
He's going to get overpaid because he wasn't expected to play as well as he did. Like when he joined the Lakers, you didn't expect him to play.
I agree with that
at all. That's why
someone's going to pay him.
I think when he joined the Lakers, he was only getting maybe $30 million when he joined the Lakers, and now he's going to get like a 45 to a 60 million. He's still going to get a bag. It's just not going to be what Austin Reeves is getting. Like, it's not.
We're not going to be able to afford Rui.
So I got a question for you then, Ant. With you being a Laker fan, what direction would you like to see your team go in the offseason, or what moves would you want to see?
It kind of sucks. Everything's kind of played off the narrative of what are we going to do with LeBron? So obviously that's the next topic we'll join. But I mean, it's crazy that I hate to say this because I love LeBron James. I'm more of a Kobe fan, but I'm obviously a LeBron James fan as well. It's kind of sad that the Nuggets still don't get no fucking popularity, nothing. He controlled the narrative saying he wanted to retire. No one talks about them sweeping us. Like no one says anything, but it depends on what he's going to do. Because then, are we going to go full rebuild? Then,
are you actually buying this bullshit?
I 100% do so. The Nuggets got no.
I'm talking about him possibly retiring.
Oh no, 100%. No.
Now.
Nah, but at the end of the day, it's like the first play. There's an obvious elephant in the room. Is it time to ship off AD? And the thing is like he played like shit these last couple games, so it's like, what? I don't even know what value AD is. Is AD a super? Like, can we trade him straight up for a superstar, or are we just gonna get fucking bamboozled for some small ass package for like leftover players? I don't know what we're gonna do with him.
Yeah, and that's the thing. What's concerning when it comes to him is because when he's on the floor, if he's on the floor, is he reliable to even play without being hurt? And then you have to deal with the inconsistencies when it comes to his play too. So like that's what I'm worried about when it comes to AD.
And I like AD. I guess my question for you, because I think you guys know this more than me, isn't Kyrie a free agent after this year?
Yes.
Or after this full season, or is he a free agent now?
No, he's a free agent now. He's a free agent.
What the hell are they talking about? We would trade AD to Dallas for Kyrie.
A sign and trade to make money match.
So why don't we just pick up Kyrie?
Because you couldn't afford Kyrie with LeBron and AD's contracts.
Yeah, but
they could.
But if you picked up Kyrie, you wouldn't be able to
shipping off
anybody else. And you wouldn't be able to pay anybody.
D'Angelo Russell.
So I don't know if you guys saw, and I don't think it's a coincidence. He was at the last game courtside, and he was at a previous game courtside too. So there's obviously something going on, and he just got on Instagram Live today and was telling the fans to relax with him talking about the free agency and like what teams he's gonna go to, this and that. But
I believe it's a play towards Mark Cuban. Like he's showing up at these Lakers games, basically saying, "If you don't give me this long-term max deal, I'm gone."
Yeah, he's forcing his hand.
I heard he didn't want to stay in Dallas anyway. Isn't that what he said right when the season ended?
I think he's going to take whatever max deal long-term max deal he can get.
I don't think Kyrie cares about the money as much
No,
as he
I think he wants
talks.
to get overpaid. Hell, fuck all that. I
Well,
saw Adidas might be looking into signing him too now.
Good.
So
If,
then
I
he
mean,
might,
if he truly didn't care about the money, he wouldn't have opted into his contract to stay in Brooklyn. He would have taken a $30 million pay cut and went to LA.
yep.
Fair enough.
All right.
I hope the Lakers blow it up.
I don't see that happening.
That's
I
all.
mean, it
I
sucks.
really
I would
don't
love to
want
see a
to.
winning.
I hate their fan base.
So why
Whoa.
when you make it to the conference finals, blow it up? That just doesn't make sense.
They're not going to. Do you know who it is? I hope they do.
Okay.
I would like one less contender in the West. Because really what you just saw in the Lakers shows that they're literally a piece or two away from being there. Like they did it this year, and the lineup they had this year, they've only, like you said, they had it since the All-Star break, the trade deadline. There was no continuity. They played like 15 games together going into playoffs, and they made it to the WCF.
Yeah.
They were
They've done
literally
all
one. They
season.
were literally
Yeah.
one or two players having those games that they'd had all playoffs. Right? We said it. We didn't talk about it, and that's a lot of my fault because we haven't been on the podcast. But every game, the Lakers had somebody different step up. Whether it be Rui, Reeves, Schroeder, D'Lo went off in a game or two. Like they always had a guy. They missed a guy in the final, in the WCF. That's all.
Yeah,
it
see,
was.
I don't even
They're
think
missing
they're a
that
piece or
piece.
two. I don't even. I think they are a consistent AD away from, advancing, and just these guys playing together more.
I agree, but I don't like D'Lo on that team. D'Lo needs to go. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't stand D'Angelo Russell. I didn't like him when he's in Minnesota, and I don't like him on the Lakers.
I never have.
Yeah, exactly. That's my thing. So I think the piece is it's addition by subtraction. You get rid of D'Lo, you free up some cap space. Dennis Schroeder's proven he can start. He's a better defender anyway, and you don't need to be taking shots away from AD.
Well, here's a rumor that I'm curious how they would make work. And I'm so like mixed
Trae
on
Young.
this. Yep, I'm so mixed. What would we trade to get rid? Would the AD have to be in that package?
Yes.
I mean, Trae Young's a super max guy. So
What if it was like D'Lo, Reeves, and Rui and Pitt?
We just start throwing them hella people.
Not enough.
Sound enough?
I mean,
Not
you're
enough.
talking
Money wise, yes, but the Hawks won't take that unless they're completely trying to rebuild. They're not taking that.
What supermax? What 220, 225? Yeah, I mean, what's Rui going to get?
AD would have
45.
Yeah.
Reeves, they don't have enough to give him the 80 that you would think he's getting. So that's
It'd be a sign
50.
if that were to work. It'd be a sign and trade though. Like they would have to sign
Yeah.
Reeves, they would have to re-sign Rui, and they have to re-sign D'Lo. All three of them to combine that money to ship it off. They can make the money work. That's not the issue. It's just do the Hawks really get rid of right now their franchise cornerstone and go to a complete rebuild? Because that's what that would look like. That would be a complete rebuild.
Well, no, let's say this. Like from a hypothetical dream world, if we did get Trae Young, AD, and LeBron, is that enough to win?
No,
depending on what they give up.
Yeah.
My thing is
Vanderbilt can't go. I don't think.
you just watched what happened.
I
with the
love
Suns.
Vanderbilt.
You just watched what happened with the Suns, bro. You need
I
that
was
depth.
literally
You
thinking.
need those guys.
Yeah.
Like if they could do it, and I don't know, they're in cap fucking hell. So I don't know who they can actually keep. But I would want to have a guy off the bench. And
You
whether
have
that be when you get rid of, you make that trade, so you get Trae Young and like a DeAndre Hunter or something from Atlanta, like you need more than just Trae Young in my
Or
opinion.
Bojan.
Yeah, if you're getting rid of all those pieces, you need more than just Trae Young.
He's the big name, but I would say give away less and try to grab like a DeJounte Murray from the Hawks.
I
To
agree.
me, I mean, I think that fits. He's better than D'Lo. He's longer.
Defense.
plays
Definitely
better-
can score
plays better
past the
defense.
fuck out of
Yeah.
basketball. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, and then I
I don't
also
know
saw
why would they venture, and you'd probably keep Reeves in that
Yeah.
situation too.
I saw some garbage that they would trade AD for like Randall and Barrett.
I would hate that.
Dude, after watching Randall and his lack of effort, fuck no.
That's all
You
we're
got-
gonna hear is what the Lakers are gonna do. Because like you said,
Wow.
after LeBron made the retirement comment, no one's talking about how the Nuggets just swept them and are gonna be the NBA Finals. Like they're gonna be the NBA champions. LeBron's comments, while they might have been from the heart at that moment, they really did hide the fact that he just got swept in the WCF.
It's a smart
And-
guy.
Yeah.
I
I'm saying.
agree. Smart man. Trent, you're a LeBron fan, so the last thing we'll talk about him, because we talk about the Lakers enough on the show. Does him getting swept this year, does that hurt his legacy?
Not even. I mean, you can look what he did during the season and just look at his season averages. And if you compare him at his age to other people at their ages at 38. Kobe was retired. Larry Bird was retired. Magic was retired. Michael Jordan didn't make the playoffs when he was 38. I think the only other player that made the conference finals was Kareem. So
should he just retire?
Averaging 10 points a game.
Yeah, and he's the last person in his draft class left in the league.
Tim Duncan, when he was 38, lost in the first round and was he averaged 14 and 9. So I think LeBron, he's just getting so much hate because he has like his whole career. So like now, once he's starting to even show like a little bit of him slowing down, people are just like, oh, it's time to go.
We're gonna call it a little bit of slowing down. He had a hell of a game 4, bro. But he was like 0 for 15 from 3 in the series.
Yeah, he didn't shoot well, but look how he shot from the floor. He's still shooting above 50%. He just didn't shoot well from 3. Like he still impacted the game in other ways. He's never been a sniper from 3.
I mean, there's 10 players on the court. How many of them were better than LeBron?
In this series?
Jokic.
Jamal Murray.
No. Jamal Murray
he shot better.
Whoa.
Stats
wise?
He shot better.
No, how many of them were better basketball? Who
looked better in this series?
During the series, Jamal Murray was better than LeBron.
Yeah, during the series.
LeBron had one game.
I'm not saying he's a better player, but
yeah,
I'm saying during the
that,
series, Jamal Murray looked better than LeBron in this series. That was
he
what
was
you
averaging some crazy ass like field goal percentage.
That was what you. But I would agree that it was just Jokic and Jamal Murray because AD was so inconsistent. I mean, LeBron had game 4. AD had what, game 1 or 2? Like, but other than that, they both really didn't do much.
No, like don't remember, LeBron had he almost had a triple double both game 1 and game 2.
LeBron looked. I'm not saying LeBron didn't look good, but he definitely looked 38.
I just don't see
according to him, according to his standards. He didn't look 30.
What other 38?
Well, that 38 is better than fucking 22-year-olds.
Did you hear what he said? He's still better than 90 to 95% of the league.
Right.
450 players, and I would agree with that. Name 25 players better than LeBron James.
Not even fucking close.
Not even. Like, he's definitely still up there.
I don't see how you can say he looked 38 when he just had 40, 10, and 9. Like,
well, yeah, game 4.
In game 4, yes.
But I'm saying, what other players?
No other 38-year-olds doing.
I agree, but we're just gonna take the one game? He didn't look good the first 3 games, bro.
Bro, he was one. What was he? Assist away from a triple double the game before.
In game 1 and game 2. But the thing is, his shooting percentage was fucking horrendous.
His
3-point percentage.
He shot them out of game 2.
Every
time the Lakers took momentum and had LeBron came down and chucked 3 straight threes and bricked all 3 of them.
Bro, you could say he shot him out of it. If he wouldn't have been in the game, they wouldn't even be in it. So
that's not true. He was on the bench when they made the run in game 2. He came back in and shot 3 straight threes and bricked all 3 when they lost the lead. That's what happened in game 2. I watched it happen.
Okay. I mean, if that's what you think, if he's the reason they lost, then
I'm not saying he's the reason they lost.
All right, so let me run these stats off for you. Game 1.
Go ahead, read the box scores, Trent.
Okay, yeah, I'm
gonna change your name on my phone to box score.
His 3-point percentage was bad. He probably could have shot it.
He shot like shit, but that's not the whole story. He almost averaged it.
Who did he guard? Who did he guard in the series?
I think Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, that's a different story. I don't even want to talk about that shit because the Celtics pissed me off when they have Derek White, who I know is decent, guarding Jimmy Butler. I don't understand why.
Wasn't Derek White an All-NBA defender?
It don't matter, man. He's still smaller than him. He gets bitched the whole time.
Okay, but Drew, the best perimeter defender in the league, was getting like Jimmy just does what Jimmy wants in the playoffs. And we can slide off this Laker conversation because I see Trent's getting in his feelings. He's about to start crying. So we can go ahead and slide over to his team.
You just wanted to talk about percentages and all that. So when I pull up the numbers, then now it's a problem. So I don't understand because in game 1 he had 26, 12, and 9, and he shot 56 from the floor.
What was his plus minus?
You said what?
What was his plus minus?
They don't have the plus minus right here. I'm not in advanced stats, and the plus minus doesn't always tell.
I hate that. There's fucking 4 other players. Yeah,
kind of players are. Game 2, he had 22, 9, and 10, and shot 47 from the field. Game 3, 23, 7, and 12, shot 42 from the field, and then game 4, 40, 10, and 9, and shot 60 from the field. So
didn't you just tell me he still shot over 50% while shooting shit from 3? Sounded like he shot under 50%.
No, for 3-pointers, he shot like
No, I said he shot like ass from 3, and Trent said he still was shooting 50%. It doesn't sound like he was. I heard 42 and 47.
He shot 57 from 3.
42.
Huh?
And then what?
and then he shot 33, and then 0-0 because he didn't make a
No,
three.
from the field, from the field.
Oh, from the in game 4.
No, the other game.
Game 4, he was going ham.
Right, we know he snapped in game 4. Stop bringing up game 4. He went crazy in elimination game. I'm not taking that from him. He really tried to put the team on his back.
I said game 1, he shot 56%. Game 2, 47. Game 3, 42, and then game 4. So
That's close to. That's got to be close to 50%. I mean, 60 and 57, and then 40.
Yeah, it's probably 50%.
Yeah.
It rounded. But again, that's
that
doesn't
saying,
look like a 38-year-old.
Yeah,
I don't care what
like
how you try to spin that. He's still a very good basketball player.
Go look at the self-proclaimed greatest player on this planet, Jason Tatum's field goal percentage.
He'd just be jacking.
I mean, some games he just doesn't shoot in the fourth.
facts.
Yeah, I saw that he didn't get his first bucket in the fourth quarter until last game
Bro.
of this conference finals.
Yeah. Asinine.
Are we talking about 3-point percentage or field goal percentage?
Field goal.
Oh.
Because Trent said even though he shot like ass from 3, he still shot over 50%.
Right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that, and it sounds like if you.
I was
if
about
you
to say,
average
because
all
I
out,
know
it did.
Trent could have shot that shit backwards and made more threes than he did.
That's a fact.
I mean, yeah, at one point, what wasn't he like 0 for 14 or something like that?
I know.
Something
I
like
think
that.
it was game
Fourth
3.
quarter, he was going crazy, though.
I think it was game 3. He was 0 for 13, and then he made one, but then they changed it, ruled it a 2, so it still made it. Yeah, nah. LeBron still did his thing. I don't think this hurts his legacy either. I just wanted to ask you what you thought because that's going to be the running narrative this offseason. But all right, I'm done with the Lakers for real. Let's go ahead on to the next series.
Alrighty. So the next series is the Boston-Miami series, which I'm going to be honest with that. I thought it wouldn't be competitive at all, but I didn't know Miami was just going to come and start wrecking them like that.
Because you were talking sweep. You said Celtics in 4.
Hold on,
Yeah,
Trent, the Heat are your favorite team. You didn't even take them, so
I
don't
sitting
jump
on the
on
bench
that now.
too.
I
I'm
agree
sitting on the
with
bench
that.
too, bro.
I agree with Ant. I didn't think this would be competitive, but I thought it would be the other way. I thought the Celtics would be kicking the shit out of the Heat. not
Yeah,
the other
bro.
way.
Eventually, I thought this whole missing Tyler Hero would have caught up to him. Shit, they might be playing better without him.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
Tyler
they
Hero's a
are.
he's a cone on defense, and he takes shots away from the greatest player we've ever seen.
Well,
And-
I don't know if you guys saw, he's cleared. He's cleared to come back now.
And he
And
better
needs
not
to
play.
come off the
Yo,
bench.
but I heard they
He
might
needs
hold
to
him
come off
out.
the bench.
I heard they might hold him out.
They
I
sh-
would.
they
Yeah.
should until game 1 of the finals.
They should until it looks like they need him because, like I said, he ain't playing defense and he's taking shots away from Michael Jordan Jr. So,
Bro,
you come off the bench. I mean,
Dunk-
for
that's
sure,
a
for sure.
mismatch.
That role you had that last year, the 6th man of the year, do that. That's what we need.
Yeah.
When Jimmy
Well,
needs,
he's a cone on defense, so
that's what I'm
fuck
saying.
outta
6th
here.
man. I don't
Yeah,
want him. I
but
don't want him to start.
we run zone to hide that, so it don't matter.
Yeah, but they
I
don't
mean-
need that right now. There's 2 guys that are about to get paid from this team. Gabe Vincent is playing his ass off as an unrestricted or undrafted player,
Bro,
and
Did y'all see that their 5 undrafted players have outscored up until I think it was game 1 and game 2? Their 5 undrafted players had outscored Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and
Well,
it was either Grant Williams or Al Horford. But their 5 undrafted had outscored like the
I think
best players on Celtics.
Their top 8 or top 7 or top 8 aren't even lottery picks.
no.
Yeah, for the Heat, no, there's no
Mhm.
shot.
That Martin boy, I thought he was on the Hornets, or maybe that's his
That's
brother.
his brother.
No,
that's his
that-
brother.
That's his twin brother. But
Yeah, I know they're from Nevada. They were nice in college.
Well, they both played on the Hornets, I thought, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they were both on.
I thought they were
one got
playing
traded.
together at one point, like
Yeah,
like
they
on
were.
starting.
Oh, for the Hornets, I don't. I know they were both on that roster.
Yeah.
Don't care
Yeah,
enough
they-
about them.
Oh, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna bring this up right now, and I don't care. I don't want to hear nothing. You guys I think Jason Tatum's one of the top superstars that doesn't get enough flack about how bad he plays. And after watching this series, Jaylen Brown is not a fucking all NBA second team player. I hate to fucking say that. Like
I
he
don't
goes
know.
to Houston. If he goes to Houston or some shitty team like OKC or something and balls out, good for him. But
If he goes to either one of those teams, he ain't
Listen
gonna be
to
the
me.
number 1, so it don't matter.
he's like the easiest role ever. He hides behind Tatum because like there's times where I'm just like, yo, this dude is ass. His fucking free throws. I can shoot an underhand better than that dude. I don't know why. Watching Jaylen Brown like literally irritates the fuck out of me.
That's because you haven't learned your lesson and you keep
I'm
betting.
sorry, that was my rant, but he is just like I don't know what like Atlanta series. I was like, dude, this dude's legitimate. Like he's a legitimate all NBA team. Watching him in this series, I'm like, dude, like it's like some Monstar shit. Like someone took his talent and ran away with it. That's how bad Jaylen Brown is.
The only thing about that your take I didn't like is the Tatum's not getting enough flack for playing how bad he is. That's just how they treat superstars not named LeBron. No one talks about the fact that KD can't do it by himself. Like that's a topic right after he loses, and then no one talks about it again. No one talked about how Devin Booker really tried to backpack him. No one talked about how Joel Embiid for 3 straight years hadn't done shit in the playoffs.
Well, Durant wasn't having like these I mean, Tatum recent is doing well, but like last series, there was points where Tatum was just like awful in the first half until he started balling out in those certain games.
No, I agree with you, but Tatum in that closeout game went crazy.
Well, that's what I said in certain games, but
I agree he'd be more consistent, but how old's Tatum? 26, 24?
26.
He's young. Yeah.
I'm saying he's still super young, bro. And he's already made the finals. He's been to 3 ECFs in 4 years. So
I get
what
it.
he's doing is what he's doing. Is he playing great right now? No. But the Heat also play great defense. And when your number 2, Jaylen Brown, is taking shit shots, and I don't know if he's hiding from it in the fourth quarter or if they're just not looking to him in the fourth because he's not
he doesn't
playing
touch
well.
the ball.
But he's got to be more demanding of the ball. He has to be.
I saw in the regular season he averages over 30 against the Heat.
But that's because Jimmy Butler doesn't play in the regular season.
The defense in the playoffs is a whole different ballgame.
Like Shaq says, man, the real superstars, they add 5 onto the regular season averages. He ain't doing that shit. He's doing divided by 2.
I would actually love to see the numbers behind that because Shaq's full of shit with that.
Well, I love Shaq, but yeah, he divided like
says that Shaq AD had 20 and 18, and he told AD he needed 30 and 20. Like that's just shit Shaq says.
He needed that. We didn't win.
That's just shit Shaq says. Like,
we didn't win though.
But
I'm telling you, Jaylen Brown.
I agree. Tatum needs to
know.
step it up. Jaylen Brown is about as inconsistent this series as we've seen from AD all playoffs.
Well, it's like they're 2 different players. What I saw him in Atlanta to him right now, I'm just like, these are not the same people whatsoever.
Yeah, but see that's what I was gonna say. You guys don't think like some of these injuries are playing a part? Like he's dealing with that injury on his shooting hand from cutting it on a vase, his elbow. LeBron, they were saying LeBron needs.
I'm not giving him the hand injury turn. I was told that injuries don't matter in the playoffs because everybody's hurt.
I'm saying to an extent.
I'm not. I was literally told after the first series these injuries don't matter because everybody.
No one said they don't matter. We're not going to fucking act like they matter whenever you just want to say your hand hurts, but then you come out next game and drop 45.
Yeah, okay, so we're not going to say it matters when he cut his hand before the first. He cut his hand before the first series.
Has he played good since then?
Yes, against Atlanta, he cut his hand before the first series.
Okay, and then the elbow.
All NBA player.
Right.
So I got a question because like all of us are athletes in here. You've had an injury that's prevented you from playing your best.
Johnny literally wished me to break bones and it happened. Like I've had those injuries.
So I'm saying
running back with a broken finger. Yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't think about. Like when you are playing with the injury, you're not at your best. You're compromised.
Bro, you're talking about broken bones. This dude's talking about a little cut on his finger, bro. Fuck that.
I'm not talking about a broken bone.
Well, no, Johnny's talking about broken fingers and shit.
What you're saying and what Johnny's saying are different. Because what you're saying, those lingering injuries, they matter, and I get that they do. But if he played well before, then they shouldn't matter now.
I think it does matter because you're not gonna. You can maybe get one good game, but this is a series of 7. So like each night. Okay,
so take Josh 40. You don't get to hate on Josh. Me bring that as an excuse, and you say no, he dropped 45. That doesn't count. He had one good game. It's a series. Like
I'm not hating on him for saying that. I'm just saying, like I'm
saying the same excuses you're giving Jaylen Brown. You did not give Josh.
No. I feel like you were just waiting to use that excuse. Like when you lost, you're going to be like, oh, well, John Morant was hurt, so that's exactly why we lost.
Well, it don't matter. John ain't playing.
I'm just saying
he's got to be done.
Him himself as a player shouldn't get as much hate. I wasn't hating on John Morant. You weren't sitting here seeing me say, oh, John Morant's not a good playoff performer. That didn't come out of my mouth once.
Yeah, I mean, my issue with him is if he wouldn't have played well after he injured his hand fine. Blame it on the injury. But when you come out and drop fucking 45, shooting 6 for 10 from 3, and you're not a shooter, no, that fucked the hand injury.
So when Jaylen Brown hurt his hand and looked like an all NBA player in the first series, and then now he doesn't.
I'm not saying it's the fucking injury. I don't give a fuck if he looks bad.
I get what you guys
anyway.
but it sounded like you were siding with Trent. And
Nah, I
then,
hate him, bro.
Okay. It just sounded like you were on Trent's side. It just didn't make sense.
If it's a fucking cut on the hand and you still played, you played well after it, so be it.
Yeah.
Right. So when you you played running back with a broken pinky, you didn't have a good game and then have a bad game, and that pinky really just bugged the piss out of you?
No. Honestly, I did not feel it once the game started.
Sound like a Looney Tune, Donna.
I swear to God. I believe there was a kid right up the street who we used to get compared to each other a lot. Pretty good running back, but he fractured his middle finger and missed a playoff game for that. And I was like, buddy, I'm not missing a regular season fucking game. Ain't no way first round of playoffs, which I've never made, am I going to fucking sit out a game because of a finger. It can't happen. His uncle actually played long time in the NFL. Ryan Pickett, you ever hear him? Played for Green Bay for a while.
Don't, but that's crazy. But yeah. Before you move on, Ant, go ahead and go through these picks real quick. Trent, you are in first. Or wait. Why do I have Ant with...
Please tell me it's different.
Don be cheating, bro. Don be look. You be over there with the
now that I do the
Hold
math,
on.
I'm actually in the lead.
Well, while Don is doing that,
Trent, you're in the lead with 13. Ant, you're at second, tied with Johnny with 12. I no longer have a chance of winning this. Surprise, surprise. If the Heat win this series, Johnny and Trent are tied. If the Heat win in 7, Johnny is now in the lead. So keep your eyes on it.
well, no one's surprised with you being last, Donna.
Nah, not at all.
All right. Anyways, let's touch up on some NBA news. Harden's still in the news. I guess he's going back to Houston. That's the strong rumor right now.
I don't give a fuck about where he goes. He doesn't care about winning. He realized he can't win a ring, so he's just gonna go end his career where he played his best. I respect it. He tried it, didn't get it. Go back home.
I mean, that's a tough take to say he doesn't care about winning because he took a $10 million pay cut.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Which he didn't have to do.
Okay, but if he's willing to take pay cuts to win, there's a lot of contenders that he could go on. If he's willing to take pay cuts to win,
I wouldn't take him.
I wouldn't take him either. I'm saying he tried to win. He realized he just did shit. Not everybody gets a ring. It's not in his cards. So go back to the city that loves you and retire there. I like it. I like the move for him. Help that team needs that vet. So go crazy.
A Phoenix Sun next year. That's where I have him going. Linking back up with KD, Booker. I think that's a mean big 3 right there.
It sounds great, but as long as that soft big man is there and he has
8 and 8 will be gone.
Didn't KD say he don't like? I heard some rumors that they didn't fuck with James Harden because he was like out of shape and fat and shit in Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was they didn't none of them like the front office.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was.
That's crazy because didn't KD pick that all? Never mind.
I mean, I'm sure when someone's first recruiting you, like everything seems sweet.
I'm saying, how do you not like a front office when you got every player you wanted to come there, got rid of the players you didn't want, pick the head coach, and now you don't like. And then blame the front office.
Kyrie was trying to get them to go to the Knicks. And apparently it was KD's call to go.
That's what I'm saying. KD chose that front office. That front office let KD make the decisions. He made the decisions. They didn't work out. Now he's blaming the front office.
Well,
if that's true, because I didn't hear that, but if that's true, that's crazy.
Kyrie came out and spoke in a press conference about the front office.
But Kyrie Ben didn't like that front office. When he first got there, he had issues with that.
Well, and when James Harden left, his initial comments were the same thing. That's what I'm saying. So it's not all 3 players can talk about the front office and not be an issue, or something going on behind the scenes.
But look at what 3 players talked about the front office. You don't remember the shit show James Harden put on before he left Houston?
Same with Kyrie.
It seems like he just has an issue with front office.
Same with Kyrie. He burned hella bridges in Boston.
I guess.
And Cleveland.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if it was the same person having the
It's the same person having the same problems.
but this is three different people now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
there's-
KD been a bandwagon though. He just gonna go with what people tell him to do. Like he just gonna ride with whatever. KD don't give a shit about nothing. KD gonna hop on his hopping on his burner, hop on his actual Twitter and start talking shit.
We're also talking about Kyrie, who said they don't need a head coach. Him and KD got it.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
Hey, you respect that head coach now. That was head coach of the year. That was coach of the year right there.
Just like the Grizzlies were the champs.
All right. We'll stay on the Suns topic. I mean, I guess we don't know what's happening internally, why Monty Williams got fired, but where do they go from there?
Oh, we know why they got fired.
He's a scapegoat, in my opinion.
They got embarrassed in back-to-back elimination games. He's gone. There's no way around that.
From the play of Ayton, the lack of depth, and Chris Paul getting hurt like we all knew was going to happen. So
yeah, so I got a question for you guys because you're obviously bigger than the NBA. I don't know how much you guys pay attention to the front office movements, but in the NFL, it's always the head coach and then it's the GM. Is it the same in basketball? Like you get rid of your head coach, and in the NFL, you get rid of your head coach, and then you let the GM bring somebody new, and if that doesn't work, then you just burn bridges with everything and start new. And the NBA is it the same way? So like Monty Williams is gone, and then next year, if the new head coach doesn't do it, then you start going looking at the GM. Because the roster, like Trent said, the roster is shit.
I don't know about that.
They gave up way too much for KD. We saw what Mikal Bridges could do. So you didn't need to do all that. You could have kept Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges on that team, kept your depth, and kept it pushing. You gave up your entire depth, hoping Ayton could be somebody. Everybody but them knows he can't be.
Yes, that is how that works, but I don't know if bringing in someone new or getting rid of the GM is going to fix what they just did, because from where they were to where Monty Williams took them, that's not a quick and easy fix.
Yo, and I'm sorry, now I don't think KD's that guy anymore. Like he's not a top 2 player in the league anymore. I don't think what they gave up was not a good trade to get KD. Like shipping.
John, I'm gonna cut you off. What I just said about them giving up too much for KD, you do realize this man almost averaged 60, 40, and 90 this year? 60, 40, 50, 40, 90. He said that's easy cake water, bro. 60, 40, 90.
Who are we talking about?
It sounds
Kevin
great
Durant.
looking with hindsight, because Mikal Bridges turned into something
right.
nobody
That's what I'm saying.
He was. But beforehand, everybody loved this.
Yeah,
100%. No, I didn't love it because I was thinking about the playoffs, and I thought about
me too.
I'm willing to go back to those episodes. I'm pretty sure the only one out of us that didn't think the Suns were automatic contenders was Johnny because of depth. I think he's the only one that said these guys aren't favorites.
No, I said it wasn't going to work because they had Shamit Payne coming off the bench. I didn't hate him as much as
I think Trent's right. Yeah,
he might be. I don't give Trent.
I don't remember you dropping names like that, but all right.
I don't either, but it could have happened. I distinctly remember Johnny being like, these guys are frauds. They're not favorites. They have no depth. They have no bench. There's nobody. After those 3 are done, who else is there?
I do.
But Trent might
recall
have been right
saying,
there.
Trent
might have been right there on that.
Not hopping on board with that.
But I mean, those numbers sound cool and all, but it's like when it comes to playoff basketball, you see, like you need more than just your star players. Like you said with the Lakers, LeBron and AD are going to get those, but sometimes it's those nights.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Rui, like
I agree. And this is the thing. Trade Ayton. I don't think what they gave up for KD is too much. You keep KD and Booker, those are your stars. Now build an actual team around them. You know what I'm saying? Get some depth pieces. Get a point guard that's going to be able to last through the playoffs. Like they just need to make a couple minor moves. They don't need to go get a James Harden. They just need depth. They got their guys. Now build around those guys.
Similar to what Denver's doing right now.
Literally.
They've added. Yes.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, but Denver's kept the same core.
So I don't want to skip past this before I got the chance to ask you guys. Do you think this could be the start of like a Denver dynasty? Like I'm saying, when you look at like their whole team as a whole. Like they have all the pieces. They're super young. They got the best player, one of the best players in the league. Jamal Murray's proven he's back after that injury. Could you guys see them winning several championships?
Yes,
I don't.
You don't?
I do.
You got
Go ahead.
Nah, you
When
got an
you talk-
inconsistent Jamal Murray. You got MPJ and Aaron Gordon overachieving. You got lucky.
Wait. How's MPJ and Aaron Gordon overachieving though?
Because they're usually
both.
inconsistent.
But I'm saying like
would-
Aaron Gordon's your defender and MPJ hits threes.
okay. Let's
And
say this.
you gotta
I
think,
think
as young as he is, he's only going to get better.
If
I
he
would say
gets
the X
healthy, his
factor is
back has
Bruce
been
Brown.
huge.
People ain't even giving him no credit. Bruce Brown, that signing made like this team go.
Oh, that's huge.
I mean,
Also-
what I was getting at is you don't necessarily need to add superstars. You can
Yes.
add small, like bring in Aaron Gordon. I didn't like that fucking 3 years ago, but it looks like it's paying off now.
Once you put him in
Caldwell
a
Pope.
role.
I hate Caldwell Pope.
KCP
he's playing,
yeah,
he's playing
he's
good basketball.
overachieving though. You're not getting this every year.
But they don't need it. But they don't need it every game, let alone every year, bro. They just like
You,
The way-
Bro,
the
he's
way-
shooting. He's
you
shooting like
don't
Klay
need-
Thompson right now.
when
Bro,
you
he
have
shot
a
like
team
that all
like this
season, though.
who shares the basketball as well as they do,
look at. I'm pretty sure
It-
KCP was like top 5 in 3-point shooting percentages this year. He shot the shit out of that ball.
Fact check it. Fact check it.
Fact check it right now.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of KCP.
I hate him on the Lakers.
bro, because he didn't play like
Me
this in
too.
the league.
Yeah, he didn't shoot like this.
when when people are finding you at the right time and you're open, they're NBA players. They're going to hit shots. It's not just, hey, I have to be this guy to score. Like when he's with the Lakers coming off the bench and you need to be that spark. That's not the case here.
It's crazy how I thought that team was that took a little slight notch down when they got rid of Bones Highland. Team's they're fine.
Yeah, because we were confused about that.
Well, I heard it was just like him and Murray going off.
He shot 42.3% from 3 this season.
That's a sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you shot like 19% when he's on the
a
Lakers.
6'10" sniper
And-
at that.
What year was he in
Oh,
LA?
KCP
What year-
ain't 6'10".
What
Oh,
year
I
was
thought you were talking about.
No,
Oh,
no,
we're
this is
talking about
KCP.
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 That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. It proved the point. The dude's overachieving, bro.
Michael Porter, KCP, what year was he with the Lakers?
2020.
2020 and 2021?
He won-
That was the year?
He won a ring in the bubble.
Yeah. So what do you think he shot that year from 3?
Like
Not-
17%.
41%.
Oh, Jesus.
So put some respect on him, bro. He been a
Fuck
shooter.
KCP. I actually liked him in Detroit. Isn't that
But
where he
here's
started
my
blowing
thing.
up?
Here's
that
what
where
you
he
asked.
went?
What you asked about Denver, and you said no, and Johnny, you said yes.
No.
Denver has done the thing that you've seen all the dynasties do. They got their core, and whether you like their core or not, but with Murray as the point guard, Jokic, you can do it all, and Michael Porter Jr., who if you leave him open, he's making every single shot. Like he would shoot 70% if he didn't like shooting contested 3 so much. And then you just build around those guys, bro, with vets. Yes, bro, they could literally be a dynasty.
Hold on. We're already giving them the dynasty like run.
No, I said they could be. I'm not saying they're going to be. They could
So
be.
so I'm assuming you're already writing them as the NBA champions.
Donovan
year?
said that at the beginning of the.
Yes, I picked them. I picked
Yeah.
them at the beginning of the year this year because I
did.
said they had
You
the
did.
best roster in the NBA,
You
and I
did.
stand by that. But what I will say is the only reason I can't confirm they're going to be dynasties is because you still have to look. If they were in the East, hands down, yes, because I don't think the Bucks or the Celtics can match up with these guys, and those are the favorites in the East right now. But when you look at the West and you look at how young everybody is in the West and how everybody's coming up, the Thunder are going to be dogs in 2 to 3 years. How great do you have to be a dynasty for how long? And how many rings do you have to win in how big of a span?
Well, the last time I saw was the Warriors, so that's what I'm
So
looking
that's
at.
4 rings in 8 years. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. They could get
Or-
another one.
I mean, it's going to be tough now.
Or
'cause
go to hella
everybody's
conference
just
finals.
getting
That's
I'd
what
be
I'm
kinda cool
saying.
with that,
You
yeah.
saw this year how everybody just
I mean, but young teams, they're going to beat the hell out of young teams. Like the Denver's not a team if you're not established, you don't want to see Denver in the playoffs.
I agree with that. But that's
Like,
why I
like
asked how
Memphis
long,
would
how long
get
are we giving
swept.
them?
I mean, he would have his way with Jaren Jackson. I'm sorry. He would have his way.
Oh my
with
God.
Yeah. Defensive player of the year shit. Joker would eat him alive.
He probably wouldn't even guard him, but that's
Hey, wait, who did Joker eat alive this year?
Anthony Davis.
Was he defensive player of the year?
He wasn't, so he should have.
No.
Thank you, Johnny. Look at Donna's face.
I love y'all's narratives because y'all told me all year long that Anthony Davis is the better defender than Jaren because Jaren got the title.
When he wants to try,
we're
he's
flopping
so
it.
inconsistent.
Anyway, I'll say this: AD did a better job on him than Jaren Jackson would have.
I agree, but we also got to remember Jaren's still 23 years old. How old's AD?
I don't give a damn how old he is.
You just said
he ain't gonna grow.
He'd eat everybody. He'd play all the young teams. I agree. We wouldn't have wanted to see Denver. We're not ready yet, and that's a lot of my bias coming out, picking us to do all this crazy shit. But when you look at how young we are, NBA teams don't really get into their form until their best player is 27, 28. Our best player is 24. So we're still a couple years away.
He might not see 28. So
well, Jaren's also 24. So if that's our that's our best player, I'm cool with it. I think Jaren has all NBA potential. I just need to see it.
All right, new topic. Well, we'll stay on the same topic. Just get your opinion out of the way, Donna, about the whole Ja situation.
I think he's dumb. I think that
is he done, or is he? You think he's gonna get another shot?
No, he's getting another shot. He's getting another shot.
Like, do you think Memphis keeps him? I don't know.
Yes.
I've been hearing some crazy ass conspiracy theories.
I'm the only thing I'm surprised about right now is why Nike hasn't dropped him.
So
they already pulled his shoe.
No, they didn't.
Off the shelves. I thought I saw
they pulled his shoe off the Nike website, but you could still type in the Ja 100s that released the 20.
That was the first thing you did, I guess, huh?
So 25th, you could still get.
I heard they put it all. They pulled off the shelves. Like even if you buy it, like you're not getting it.
No, I didn't hear that. I mean, you can still go.
I did see that.
You can go on their
site.
Yeah, I saw
that
now.
too.
You can go on their site right now and order them. So unless they're reimbursing everybody. Because Trent sent me that, and I literally went on sneakers and I typed in Ja 100s and I was like, bro, they're right here.
Well, I could be wrong. I swore I saw it. Did it say Finish Line or Foot Lockers pulling them off shelves?
I just saw.
Maybe
Nike pulled it off the
Nike...
shelves, and that's what I saw.
See, I didn't see Nike. I just saw. Foot Locker,
I did see an article saying the reason why Nike hasn't made anything announcement yet was because those shoes were already mass produced, so they were letting this launch happen. But this would be the last launch.
But see, what I like is how they just haven't even came out and like they didn't make a statement or anything. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
because after that whole Kyrie thing, it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Kyrie shit came off as like, I don't want to say like a hate crime because it wasn't a crime, but Kyrie came off different.
Well,
I had a gun on him.
Kyrie posted a link, and John Morant did the things twice. Like he did what he did twice.
Yeah, but in theory, he didn't really break any laws either.
Right, you don't have to, but when you're Nike's,
it's not a good
for
look.
Little kids to be buying shoes and shit.
Not a good look.
I agree. It doesn't have to be illegal, but I'm just saying what Kyrie did and what he did, they're completely different. Like the second you bring race or religion into it, like that's cancel culture today. Everybody, you know what I mean? That's just completely different. So that's just, I think, and don't get, if Ja were to do some dumb shit like that, he'd be dropped immediately. But he literally just had a gun, and I'm sure, I don't know what other Nike athletes have guns, but or they have for Nike, but I know they're still releasing Travis Scott's.
Yeah, but he's also doing this multiple times. He's like in fucking strip clubs with.
I know. Like I said, he's
trying to fight like
when we're talking about rappers who rap about that shit. You Nike, we know what we're getting into there. He raps about fucking guns.
No, I get it, but I'm saying that might be another reason why Nike's not necessarily pulling is because they have other big names that they have shoes with that do the same thing, and it's not hurting those sales. So why would Ja's issue hurt sales? Because that's all it is a business, right? You drop Kyrie because of the religion shit, because that's gonna hurt your numbers. If they already have artists out here making shoes for that have guns, and it's not hurting those sales, maybe Josh it's not gonna hurt sales. Maybe they let it see, and if it does, then you drop him.
I honestly, I think it will hurt sales. I don't know if it already has or not, but I'm just thinking about.
I would assume it would too.
Kids growing up, parents see that shit. I mean, maybe they're not they probably don't even know who Travis Scott is, so they're not worried about that. They're turning on TV.
Yeah, and it's also different because Travis Scott's not making basketball shoes; like he's making like customs, dunks.
I'm just seeing parents saying, "Hey, I'm not buying
these
basketball shoes for my son."
Like Wilbon said,
I saw him saying he can buy for him.
No, he
said I did see that.
Yeah, he said his son will not. He's not buying his son.
Which, if I'm a parent, I don't. If my kid wants a pair of fucking basketball shoes, you can get those basketball shoes. It don't matter. Like
the ones are hot. I was about to buy them. The Trivias, they look.
I actually like the Tatums. I think the Tatums are hot.
I saw that too. Yeah. Apparently, they're like 10 out of 10, very comfortable too. What I've
But
been seeing.
This
anyway,
man just
my
fine print on him.
my opinion on Ja is he will get a 20 to 25 game suspension.
Hold on, because I had a question. Because when we
You said
first
2025? I was
Is it
hearing Mr. Silver
20
about to throw that hammer at his ass.
20. Well, here's my thing, right? And the only reason he could is because it's Ja's second offense. But Gilbert only got 50, and he brought his gun on team property, like on the facility.
Yeah, but that was
Yeah.
his only
Yeah, but
incident. though.
apparently,
Yeah, that's why I said
did you see
it was his first,
Silver's
but he brought
interview with
50
him?
on.
Yeah, you see,
property.
hold on. You see, Johnny's talking about. You see Silver's interview right before the NBA draft, and he felt like he was
led astray.
yeah.
What do you
It was
mean?
bad? Like so,
Like,
his interview, like he felt like he was like betrayed. Like he just lied to his face.
Yeah,
like
right.
Oh yeah, Ja went in there and said, "No, this isn't who I like." Yeah, like because him and Silver sat down before the first suspension. So like I get it, and he could. I just don't see it.
And
Personally-
this is two different commissioners. This isn't soft ass David Stern anymore.
yeah, he
As
can make
the
an example
commissioner,
out of Ja's ass.
And I think, but like I said, my opinion is just 20 to 25 games. I think a part of him coming back is gonna be you don't get social media presence.
Well, he left today.
Yeah, I seen that.
Well, see, this was my question for you because I feel like that your stance on that kind of changed because when we were talking on the last pod, you said that during the season he needs to cut all of this shit out, but then after the season you really didn't care like what he did or who he was with, and like he could go do all that stuff. Do you still like stand on that or?
Okay, yeah, but hold on. We got to put context behind that because the last time we talked about this was before the gun brought out when he was just at the club drinking with his friends. I don't give a shit about that.
But
He is
I'm
23
saying,
years old. If he wants to go to the club and have fun, do that.
But-
Don't bring
but-
a gun with you.
Or let your entourage carry. The
Well, that's my
security
thing.
with
So,
guns.
I listened to a lot of podcasts, and one of the guys was talking, and it made a lot of sense to me, and it correlated. So, there's been a lot of NBA players that came from the hood, from the trenches, made it to the league, and brought their entire clique with them, right? I mean, there's a couple guys off the top of your AI, Carmelo. These guys brought their guys with them. AI never got in this kind of trouble.
LeBron too.
Yeah, but okay, but
Maverick's right up there at the top with him.
right. But it's like, bro, when it comes up to it, like your friends should be able to be like, yo, you're worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Let me hold the gun. If shit pops off, this is what I'm here for. This is what I can do for you. Like,
Bro,
why
I
do you-
don't have an
still does
issue. He's worth $200 million. You better have a gun on you. Don't bring it out.
don't put it
Like,
on Instagram,
Yeah, don't
right,
do
like,
this.
keep that shit tucked. Like
Facts.
I would hope you have a gun
bro.
on you.
So you know what's crazy? Was some guy I work with, and I don't know how true this is, so don't hold it for stones. But he said that North Carolina's gun law, if you pull it, you got to use it. Like you can't just pull your gun in North Carolina.
Yeah,
Like,
who
you can't
be
just
hanging
show
out
it.
with Donna?
It was just some random guy we were talking about it at work, and he's like, "Yeah, North Carolina gun laws are crazy. You can, if you pull it, you gotta use it." And I was like, "Bro, what?"
Yeah, because they're gonna call the cops if you point it at someone.
Donna was in the trenches. That's where Donna was.
Okay,
if you
Donna.
pull it, you gotta use it.
All right, Donna.
But
Keep him
Alright.
close by. You might need
Yeah.
him.
but anyway,
I mean, if anything, that sounds like it might be Florida, but that'd be the
Texas.
only state. Like fuck.
All right. Well, yeah, let's jump into segments. Donna, start us off. Career versus career.
all right, so I had a good idea for this, and it's just a couple guys that statistically and accolades they kind of match up. First off, we got Russell Westbrook's career or CP3's career. Who are you taking?
Taking Russ.
Are you taking the point guard or are you taking the triple double machine? Neither one of them got into the ring.
Russ
One
is
of,
the
them
MVP.
one of them has an MVP, but the other one is what, second or third all time in assists. Had a
Third.
10. He has a 10-to-1 assist to turnover ratio 4 times in his career. Or do you want Russell Westbrook?
Hey,
with
he's
the
definitely
MVP
been a steal leader.
multiple times,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or do you want Russell Westbrook, who gave you 3 straight years of triple doubles, the MVPs, carried a fucking Thunder team all the way to the playoffs when everyone thought they were a lottery team? Like, career versus career, Russell Westbrook or Chris Paul?
I go Chris Paul.
You go Chris Paul?
Yeah.
Love it, Johnny. I love it.
Yeah, I don't
actually
think it's
with
that
you.
close. Yeah,
I don't think it's close either. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think people sleep on Russ's career and his stats, but yeah, I'm all Chris Paul.
You're with Chris Paul?
Yeah, all Chris Paul.
And Trent, you said Russ?
Yeah, I gotta rock with Russ.
Do you have an argument about it? Like an argument for Russ?
He's just gonna say stats.
I'd like to hear why you guys picked Chris and why you picked Russ. So I think you're saying it's not that close. I think it's a very close. I think this is like the two guys you could compare the most to.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say, but I have to bring this up. You being this new to basketball,
right.
Go back and watch this motherfucker back in the Hornets. There was a reason why they fucking vetoed his trade to the Lakers, because him and Kobe would have destroyed the league.
Or the Clippers.
True. Yeah.
I mean, have you heard Steph say anything about remember when Steph was recently saying something like
saying 2014?
I don't hear him saying shit about Russ like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your argument. What's yours about Russ, Trent?
Just stylistically, I think when both in their primes, I just like the way Russell Westbrook plays. Like, he's more athletic. I mean, because they're two different players. You know what I mean? Like, Chris Paul's slow down, set up the offense. He's going to make the right play, where Russell Westbrook's just going up tempo and he's going to beat you down the floor.
Who do you think's easier to build a team around?
I'd say Chris Paul, I think, just because.
For sure.
Yeah,
I don't think it's close either.
Yeah, he can set and run an offense with anybody. He'll put you in the right position. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's obviously a way better playmaker than Russ. So he's gonna put certain players in the position they need to be to be successful. But me personally, I was a bigger fan watching Russell play. And then he normalized a triple-double and he's an MVP. And then he doesn't really have the narrative like Chris Paul, like never getting it done in the playoffs. So, but honestly, I think they both reached the same spot, right? Or no, Russ made it to the finals.
Yeah, he made it to the finals with the Thunder and then got 4-1? Or was it swept? Did he sweep them or was it 4-1?
I think it was 4-1.
I think it was 4-1. But yeah, that's the only thing that sucks with Chris Paul, is just because like he's always gonna have that chip on his shoulder about the playoffs. That's like he could never get it done. That's what sucks.
Dude, the thing is, Russ was the same player like his entire career. I remember
he never evolved.
Like Johnny said,
nothing changed.
Like Chris Paul in New Orleans was a dog. The dude could score, and then I want to say, you
couldn't put the ball on the ground when he was when he was defending you.
I agree, and I think I might even go out on a limb. Was he like one of the guys who really like? I feel like he was doing a lot of triple doubles when he was with the Clippers. Am I bullshitting? No,
I don't think he was bored like that.
Well, no, I'm not saying what Russ was doing, but I feel like
I don't think
it started coming back to life. The triple double started coming back to life with Chris Paul. Am I bullshitting?
I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think Russell's up there with triple double, or not Russell. Chris Paul's up there in triple doubles. Like as far as like players,
that whole category started coming back alive when Chris started doing it.
Chris Paul only has 21 in his career.
Yeah, where's that rank all time though? Like, is there? Do you have the list, or do you just look up how many he had?
I'll pull it up real quick.
Yeah, because I want to say he's like top 30 all time in triple doubles.
Russ has hella then.
Russ has hella. Yeah,
he's probably got 100 more.
Russ has 198.
Yeah.
And it goes. Russ 198, Oscar Robertson 181, Magic 138, LeBron 107, Jason Kidd 107, and Jokic 105.
Jason Kidd was the guy point guard you're talking about who brought triple doubles back.
That would have been.
I remember it was one of these point guards.
Yeah. What shocks me is Ben Simmons is 13th with 33.
That's crazy. That is wild.
All right.
Right on.
But yeah, I'm still on the point guard.
Okay.
There was a long stretch when Chris Paul was the best point guard in the NBA.
Yeah.
I don't remember there being a long stretch where Russ was the best point guard in the NBA.
Well, but you got to think Russ was one of those players that just got hated for no reason too, though. I feel like Chris Paul really didn't get that narrative. Like, he was never really hated.
I mean, there's a reason he's the fucking president of the Players Association. You got to be the most loved guy in the league for that.
Yeah, well, you also got to realize.
Hold on, is he still? I thought CJ McCollum was, or am I bullshitting?
I mean, he may be now, but Chris Paul was for a whole while.
You also got to realize that a lot of that Russell hate he brought on himself because, like Ant said, his game never changed. Yeah, how he came into the league is how he's going to lead the league. Super athletic and not under control. Like, a lot of his hate came because he
got an
refused to
attitude.
be a second option to Kevin Durant. Like, had he just owned up and became a second option on that Thunder team, Kevin Durant probably doesn't leave to go to Golden State.
Nah, he was leaving.
Okay, my next one, football is here. So I got another one for you. Aaron Rodgers,
Patrick Mahomes.
Peyton Manning.
Career?
Both of them have the regular season accolades. They each only have, what, 2 Super Bowls? Aaron's got 1, I think.
Aaron's only got 1. Yeah,
Yeah,
Patrick
Aaron's got
Mahomes'
1.
career, as far as accolades stack up, just like right there with Aaron Rodgers already.
Yeah, but Patrick Mahomes'
Yeah.
career's only been
Yeah,
6
I'm
years. So I'm
just
not doing
saying
that.
accolades.
I'm saying Peyton
Yeah.
Manning or Aaron Rodgers.
I'm saying Peyton Manning's not close either, bro.
From a
Peyton Manning
talent
over Aaron
standpoint,
Rodgers, you're taking
Bro,
Peyton? Like,
when I
not
hear
close?
people say top 5 quarterbacks, I've never heard anyone say Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers wasn't retired. You don't think that narrative changes?
Yes.
he's a top 5 quarterback for sure.
I'm saying
I've
now that he's
always seen-
retired, you don't
But
think
the
that
thing is,
Aaron
I've
Rodgers
always heard
narrative's gonna
people
change?
argue like Brady and Manning. I've never heard someone say Brady and Rodgers.
Right, but Brady's career you can't stack to Manning's career.
But that was
So
always
okay, so
like the
give
narrative, though.
me. Yeah, that's because they were rivals and they played at the same time. That's the only reason that was a narrative.
Yeah.
Their
Was
careers
Aaron
don't
Rodgers not
stack.
playing?
Their careers don't. Aaron Rodgers was after that.
Well,
Aaron Rodgers was young when Peyton Manning and Tom Brady were going back and forth from Indy and New England. Like when Peyton Manning was winning MVPs, Aaron Rodgers had been in the league 5 years.
Oh, you said accolades too? I don't think his stats are close, is it? Like
Aaron
records-wise.
Rodgers
Doesn't Peyton have like
Aaron
records and shit?
Aaron Rodgers has like 4 MVPs. Peyton's has what, 5? Like
Oh,
their
oh.
their accolades aren't that far off regular season wise, and neither one of them.
Okay.
has
I was talking about yardage and touchdowns.
I mean, actually, I'm pretty sure if Aaron Rodgers plays another 3 years,
Well, that's
take away Tom Brady, he would be the all-time leading passer.
no. I'm taking Peyton Manning.
Taking Peyton.
Yeah. I like Peyton.
And I like Aaron. I think Aaron's one of the best pure throwers I've ever seen. But
Yucks. Yeah, from a talent standpoint, it's Aaron Rodgers. I don't think it's close, but going straight accolades. It's got
Career, career versus career.
Yeah,
It's Manning.
I hate to say that, but yeah,
It's Manning.
and
Okay.
I want to say his second Super Bowl with the Broncos, as good as that offense was, they got bailed out by Von Miller and that fucking defense.
bro, what's crazy when I look at this top 5 like quarterbacks online or even top 10, dude, there's hella like websites that have like Brett Favre over Aaron Rodgers' career.
People not realizing this guy just won back-to-back MVPs just 2 years ago. He's really,
trust me.
With as bad as that Green Bay team was last year, still had them in contention. He's not done. He's going to fucking New York this year and is going to light it up.
Do you have Rodgers? Do you have Rodgers' career over Breeze?
Yeah, absolutely.
When it's said and done, yes.
I would say they're close.
Yeah, I mean, right now, yeah.
Well,
this
so
guy's
the
probably going to give us
reason
another 3 years.
I put the Peyton and the Aaron thing in because when Peyton was in Indy and he'd only had the 1 Super Bowl and he was winning all these MVPs, but he couldn't get it done. It's the same narrative that Aaron Rodgers is facing right now. Well, guess where Aaron Rodgers is going? To a brand new stacked team, just like Peyton did. So if Aaron wins another Super Bowl and they both have 2, and they've got both have 4 to 5 MVPs.
Are we saying the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl?
I'm not saying that this year, but I'm saying with Aaron
Joe,
Rodgers,
my bold
they have a
prediction, I
very
think
good
Aaron
chance.
Rodgers is done after 1 year.
Okay, and if that happens and they don't get it done, then maybe. But this narrative we've seen it. Peyton Manning did this. He left Indy, went to Denver, and when he won that ring in Denver, that second Super Bowl did everything for him.
Yeah, and he was going ham that year too.
And you don't think Aaron Rodgers is about to go ham? Okay. We'll save that.
He's got all the fucking weapons to like.
We'll save that for that.
Was it this far in his career, him going to the Jets, than when Peyton went to Denver?
Peyton was only in Denver for 4 years, wasn't he?
I don't remember.
Because he
I remember they let go of.
He
They might
lost
get-
the 1 year and then won the 1 year, didn't he?
Yeah,
like-
I mean,
yeah,
do
they-
you guys remember his last year in Denver where it looked like he couldn't throw
He
the fucking
shouldn't
ball?
be
It's like he
25
had,
anymore?
he had like
Yeah.
rubber
Yeah.
arms.
Yeah, he shouldn't be
God,
playing
that shit
anymore.
was awful.
Yeah, it was like his neck and it was his neck problem, right?
Yeah.
It went down to his shoulder. It's the same thing Breeze had, right? He couldn't throw the ball anymore.
See, I thought he retired early. I mean, he looked like he could still throw the ball to me.
Who?
Maybe I'm going
Well,
crazy.
Peyton Manning's
Breeze.
arm looked like
Nah.
doo-doo sauce.
There's a reason Breeze was only throwing slants to Michael Thomas. He couldn't throw the ball more than 40 yards anymore. It caused him physical pain. But anyway, I got one more for you guys. Gronk or Kelsey?
When it's
Man,
the
it's
career's
gotta
not
be-
done yet,
it's-
though.
Yeah. I mean, Gronk is the greatest tight end ever right now. But Kelsey, and you also got to consider, you're playing with maybe the best talented or the most talented quarterback
Hold on,
you've
don't
ever
get
seen.
quarterback. That's why these are the only two guys I could put together. I know that Kelsey isn't done yet, so it's a harder conversation. But you put Gronk with anybody, like, he had Tom Brady. Well, Kelsey's got Patrick Mahomes, so the
Yeah.
quarterback issue's out the water because that's probably going to go down as number 1 and number 2 of all time if Mahomes keeps this shit up.
Yeah.
So
We'll see when this career's done.
we'll chalk that one.
Yeah, we gotta wait for that one. Keep that for a couple years.
Yeah,
Keep
I
that
mean,
one. Calvin Johnson or AB career, both very short. Both while they were in their prime were fucking dogs.
Who?
One,
I would take
Mag-
Calvin Johnson over
Did
any
you say
receiver
A- did
Did you
ever.
say AB?
Antonio Brown.
Megatron.
Tripping.
I would take Calvin. You stack him up with Jerry Rice for those amount of years. I don't care. Calvin Johnson is the
and
best
pure
receiver.
talent. My
Yeah.
God.
Man, it was a walking mismatch.
Yep. They were triple coverage him down the field.
Shit was fucking stupid.
All right, that's all I got for career versus career.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I will make it short and quick. I guess we're about to get to the dog days of the summer sooner than later. When NBA ends, then it's gonna get.
Oh
real
yeah,
sad.
shout out OTAs are finally here for the NFL.
Yeah, well, it's gonna get depressing once NBA does leave. So I'll talk some UFC. I will say this, Donna, there is another UFC event in North Carolina in Hibachi. Have you heard about that? You know where that is, right?
No. Where's that at?
Seriously, Hibachi? How about you sucked his dick? No, I was kidding. So,
That's a good one.
anyways, nah. So there's some upcoming cards that are gonna be awesome. We have a break this weekend because Memorial Day weekend, but yeah, there's gonna be some fire cards coming up. So just keep your eyes peeled.
Okay.
So I'll post my UFC segment. But Johnny, any futures? Because a lot of yours I'm actually pretty excited for.
Yeah. I like LSU over 8.5 wins. They won the SEC West, knocking off Bama, 11 in 1 year, Brian Kelly's first year. Bama's down bad. They brought in Tommy Rees from Notre Dame, offensive coordinator, and everyone knew they were going to have quarterback struggles, losing Bryce Young, losing offensive coordinator, and had to bring a new one in. Well, after spring ball, they bring in Notre Dame's quarterback from last year with the offensive coordinator. So that didn't already, whenever these transfers happen after spring, someone who's already established himself, they're not going to transfer to a place where they're not guaranteed a starting job. And it's your last year to play college football. You're not going anywhere if the coaches aren't telling you you're a starter. And if that's the case, which it has to be the case, or why would you transfer there? And if he's your starting quarterback at Alabama, it's going to be tough waters out there. So if that's the best they got, I got LSU winning that side of the SEC, and it's not really much competition. Even if they do lose one to Bama for some unforeseen reason, there's not another team in the SEC West that can contend with it. And even if there is, they're not going to lose more than 3 games. So that 8.5, that's easy money for me.
I like
Right
it.
on. Y'all can hear me? Mic check.
Yeah.
Yep.
My cat fucking jumped up on my shit and knocked over my goddamn charger, so it disconnected my shit.
Well, let me add that onto my list of futures I like.
I don't know if you can still change that, because if you haven't locked them in already, that Colorado one I had Vegas is
Oh,
already.
I
on
already
that
locked
shit.
that one in. I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
they down to 3.5 now.
Yeah, Vegas knows. Vegas knows what they're doing.
They're listening to Johnny.
They might be.
They're tuning in just for this segment. That's like the third one they didn't change.
All right. Well, I like that. Straight to the point. All right, Trent, it's your segment time.
All right, so this week I'm bringing a fact or cap segment. So I'm gonna make a statement, and then you guys are gonna yell out your answer. So
Are
you're
these
gonna
actual like facts or?
no, they're
Okay.
just things that could happen in the foreseeable future. So you're just gonna yell out fact if you like it, agree, or cap if you don't see it happening. No. All right, so first one, KD wins another ring.
Cap.
Cap. No
Yeah,
shot.
Cap. He's
Cap.
got to be with this team for how many more years?
I'm not sure what his
I think
contract.
2 more now. I think 2.
Yeah.
You're all going cap.
I'm going to say fact. He gets at least 1 more because he's just going to jump ship to.
I was going to say, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
How many years? Okay. So I'll say fact.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is that I forget which one of you guys sent that picture the other day. Talk about which is more likely to. I forget exactly what it was, but it was possibility of KD joining Denver. You realize how fucking scary that would be.
Yeah, Donovan.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude,
you
that'd
said
be awesome.
Like, man, if KD joins 6'10" fucking Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, oh my god,
Yeah,
that'd be
Joker.
a fucking nightmare.
All right.
That's an 82-0 team right there.
Oh my god.
All right, next one I got Celtics lose and Jaylen Brown leaves to be a number 1.
That's a fact.
Say fact again.
Oh, well, yeah,
And
fact.
he'll be a Houston Rocket.
I would love to see that actually.
Yeah, I'm.
Because then his old coach
Don't sleep on them this offseason because I thought didn't they fire their coach?
No, they got a Doko or whatever.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Yes, that's right.
Jalen.
Yeah, right. I did see that, but yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Jalen.
say don't sleep on them because I think they're going to make a move before the draft. I think they're going to bring in Jaylen Brown. I think they're going to bring back James Harden.
What pick do they have too?
I saw they're bringing like Beverly wants to play there too. There's all these old guys that want to go there too.
Yeah, don't they have a decent pick?
It's got to be top 5, right? I don't know.
I
That's what-
don't remember what the lottery fell. I don't remember how it fell. I want to say no, though. Weren't they like one of the highest odds to get a top 5 pick and they fell to like 7th?
You might be right. I thought they were third.
Then send that.
No,
pick
the
away.
Portland's third. Portland's
Yeah,
third.
I mean,
Yeah, they were one of the teams that fell
The
out.
Rockets have the 4th pick.
4th.
Okay, I was close.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure who the fuck fell out.
Yeah, I'm going to say don't sleep on them.
They have been receiving multiple trade offers for the number 4 pick. Apparently.
Yeah.
Draymond Green re-signs to the Warriors.
Cap.
You guys think he's up out of there?
Yes, sir.
Dude, I actually believed that he was out of there too until I saw that he stated that he believes they still can win another ring together.
Yeah,
saw that was
he wants
Yeah,
money though.
he can say whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Are you going to take that pay cut?
Yeah, he wants money. That's the problem.
What if they get rid of Pool's ass?
They're not doing that.
Yeah, you're right.
Who wants that contract after that performance though?
Some shitty team, probably like Detroit or something.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. We take him to Memphis.
Yeah, and y'all be fools to not take him in fucking Miami too.
We need him in Memphis, bro. Like,
Miami's out. You doing all right?
Yeah, you're doing all right. But whenever you don't get over this hump, you would wish you had a fucking Jordan Poole type on your team.
I mean, when you guys watch us play, we just have nobody that can get a bucket. And Jordan Poole can do one goddamn thing.
Short arm bang.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right, next one. James Harden leaves Philly.
Oh, fact.
That's like 100%.
That's already done deal. I thought.
That's 100% though.
Dude,
I
saw
so.
some rumor that says he's like already like strongly engaged with the Houston Rockets.
He's already bought a house.
Well, I didn't know that.
He
but
never
okay.
even fucking
kidding.
left his old house.
Yeah.
I think it's 100%. There's especially after Rivers got fired.
Yeah.
And they're considering bringing in Nash. That's all.
But they said
I saw Nash in Toronto. That's where I saw.
did. Yeah, I saw that too.
They said Harden and Rivers were like not agreeing on things, and that's why they were like quick to get rid of Rivers. I mean, I don't know how truthful that is, but
I mean,
They
that probably
got
is
rid of-
true.
They got rid of Doc because they've underperformed in the playoffs for 3
Dude, I saw
straight.
some crazy ass rumor that
Same shit with
Embiid might be
Monty.
gone and shit.
Bro, I think it's so funny because they were all on that trust the process wave. That thing's been 10 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It really has been time too.
Yeah. But last one, will Kyrie Irving be a Laker?
Cap.
Cap,
I'll say fact.
I think it's a fact.
Kyrie would have to take a pay cut.
I don't see. There's definitely he's at those games for a reason. He's not just going to watch.
I'm telling you, I think he's just forcing somebody's hand. Somebody's going to pay. Like
Dallas.
unless he takes the pay cut, because you're not getting the
Or-
4 or 5
or-
years.
Yeah, or you're getting him, and you're giving up AD.
I don't know if that necessarily needs to happen. It's a lot of your young core that got you to where you finished the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, I'd rather just give up AD.
They're not doing that. You know, when he's consistent, like playing his best basketball, you're
Top
not
five
giving
player.
up.
He's a
Yeah,
top-
yeah,
he's a
right.
top five
You're
player,
not just
guaranteed.
giving that away for Kyrie. No, that's not happening.
When AD showed up in the playoffs, he literally looked like the most dominant player in basketball. I will say
Yeah.
that. He
He
looked
looks like one every 3 games.
it was every other in the Memphis series at least.
Well, not in Denver.
Yeah, I mean, but who can stop Jokic right now?
No
How did
one.
he not win a third MVP?
Oh, you tell me.
That's why it should carry over into the postseason.
You know there are people that really are like Jokic is really this good. Like, yes, bro, do you just not watch basketball?
I actually hope he wins a ring just to be like, well, you guys jip me on this. I'll get this.
They're like, he looks like a plumber.
Yo, his
Bro,
brothers look crazy as shit too.
as much and it's crazy though, because as much hype as Luka gets, you guys do realize Jokic is Luka. He's just 7 foot.
Yes.
Like,
Well,
how
that
does
shot,
Luka
that
get
shot he
all
hit on
this love?
AD.
Bro, that shit was the fucking craziest shit in the world. But
Yeah.
how you guys give Luka this much love and then Jokic doesn't get any of it, and he's literally a 7-foot Luka.
It's because he's just slow.
So is
Well,
Luka.
So yeah,
They're literally the same person. One
If-
7
if
foot.
you don't
168.
think
Maybe it's
Luka's the
Luca's
most
haircut.
slow-
Maybe it's
slowed
Luca's
down
haircut
guard.
and shit. Because Joker looks like a lizard.
Luka is the most slow-paced guard I've ever
Yeah.
seen.
Luka plays like he's supposed to be 7 foot, but he's not. Jokic, I just don't understand it.
I'll give you that.
But
Yeah.
but that's all I got this week.
Alrighty. Well, let's
As mines were.
jump right into the last segment. I will state this 2 weeks ago, we had a decent parlay. I won't even throw heat at Johnny because I actually thought Harden, I thought that was the best leg of the 4.
and for those
But-
of you who watched that episode, I apologize for jinxing that.
Yeah.
Because
Didn't you say it was like easy or some shit?
right when that ended, I was like, Johnny's the best pick in his fucking parlay. So you
Dude,
know
I
that
thought the
shit's
same
not
shit,
gonna
so-
hit. Like that shit was cash. I said that's easy money, like bro, 20 and a half.
Yeah.
The way he had been hooping, that shit was free.
Well, this week,
I'm
I
changing
feel-
mine because you guys
feel
spent the whole-
confident.
You guys spent the whole episode talking shit on Jalen. I gotta change my shit. Hold on.
well, I will say, Don, I bet that prop like every game for the last like 7 games is not hitting.
Yeah, that's what
It's
I'm
actually
saying.
gone down. It was at 24.5 after Atlanta series, and then went to 23.5 before
You
the
don't
series.
think he has one good game this series?
Well, let's say this. I've been telling Trent that every day.
He really had.
I need one.
I'll be
game out of
texting him like
this
it's JB's night. It's JB's night. No,
God damn.
I'll start with my leg. Especially because every game is obviously a must-win game. The minutes are going to be skyrocketing for most of the Celtics. I like
Agree.
Tatum's rebounds over 10.5. This dude's just a
I
rebounding machine
I
right now.
literally just pulled that.
Well, I would have
Yeah.
done Marcus Smart over, but
Beat one of you guys to the punch just in case you have this. My leg is Gabe Vincent over 2.5 assists.
okay. So Don, if you want Tatum's over
No,
rebounds,
no. You can take Smart though. I like the Smart boards, so you can take either
Okay.
one you want.
well, he said he was doing that.
Yeah, I'm not taking either one of the rebounds. but-
Trick it.
It up.
Okay.
I have to rock with someone on my squad. You guys are giving me too much hate for not picking my team.
So you know what that means?
Don't say it.
No, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
I can say these have been this round has been rough as far as like betting, bro.
Yeah, my pockets.
These games have been crazy.
My pockets.
I I got locked out of my FanDuel. So if someone could get on
you
there.
cheating on
Yeah.
everything. And locked
What's
out
good,
of
Johnny?
FanDuel,
What you need?
locked out of Call of Duty. Like,
Jeez.
what's going
I-
on?
The over under. I kind of want to do a Trent
215
thing.
and a half.
Yeah, I want to buy points here and it
alternate?
goes over. Yeah, 212.
Hell yeah.
You are an over guy. I don't think I've ever heard you take an under.
Well, I took under on Josh points for the year.
That's fact.
It,
And I was
it
like,
barely
Johnny,
missed
here
it.
for-
Johnny, if you want to do a Trent thing,
It barely
can
missed
buy-
it, Miami.
you can buy it all the way up to 210.
Oh yeah, might as well.
So you can
Yeah.
buy 210 is minus 200 exactly.
Why is this always the Trent thing?
That's what you do. You buy it till it's minus 200.
Hey, while we're
Bro, that
And
shit
then-
was funny as shit in football. He literally bought the spread every time until it's exactly 200.
And
Oh.
then when we get on and actually see it, it's minus 350. Well, I got it at 210.
Yeah, I got it
at
at 200. Oh shit, that shit is fire. I might
Wait, mine
I
is
like
at
it.
128.
All right.
you
All
said
right.
what?
I like
First
it.
time
I
for
like it.
everything, right?
I actually like all those legs. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because in Boston, it's gonna be a different animal. I think it's gonna be hella scoring.
Bro, I'm sticking to it, bro. There's a reason my parlay picks hit. Jaylen Brown over 22 and a half. Put that shit in there. That shit is cash. He's
Look,
got
Donna,
it.
I'm gonna ask you one question. So a lot of my friends call people like a mush. Are you like a mush? Like as in like if I'm like, yo, are you sure like Jaylen Brown's gonna hit it and then I'll bet it and it'll be the one time he like goes off or he's gonna get like 2 points? What's gonna happen? Is it gonna hit or
My shit's gonna hit. Just look at my parlay record. Look at my record.
I thought he called him a munch.
no mush? So like the betting term is like you get guys who hype up picks and then they'll have like their career worst games.
That's
I mean,
Trent for me. Trent is a mush. He'll hit 43 bets in a row and try to get.
All
me
right,
a
so that's what
fucking-
I meant. That's what I meant,
Yeah.
Johnny. That's
Bro,
the exact term.
yeah.
So
Exact
my
term.
thing-
I'm telling you,
thing
he'll
is
hit
this.
1,000 in a row, and as soon as I bet with him, I promise you.
Like Johnny, you're he's the guy you tell him like, don't bet on Jaylen Brown tonight. I need him to go off, but he'll bet him and then he'll get
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you. I'm
Yeah,
gonna tell you
yeah.
this.
okay.
I am 22 and 11 in my picks.
He
So
said, "Don't."
So
break-
you're gonna break my streak because I've literally bet Jaylen Brown every
Yes,
night to fucking
this
hit
is the
over
one.
22 points. All right,
This is the one, bro.
Okay,
This is
I
the
will
one.
bet it, and I will send you proof.
There you
I
go.
think I love that pick too.
Okay,
He's
well,
got to. Bro.
I just
He's
need
got
some
to.
fucking.
I
need some
think
momentum.
Boston blows the doors
Yeah,
off of Miami.
that's
Well, that was my next
that's my
question.
only fear
That was
is
my
that
next
Boston
question.
beats them by 55 and no one plays the fourth quarter.
Well, that's my next question. You guys, because based off their spread, which the last time this happened, Miami won outright in game one. Vegas believes Boston's
Minus
gonna
8,
fucking.
they're gonna beat the shit out of them, bro.
I
that
actually
minus
believe
8's
that
probably
too,
not
but
enough.
none of my
Yeah,
predictions this
Yeah,
round.
you
has
do
happened.
realize that was both the spreads for game 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Yes.
Oh no, I get it. But again,
now
I
that their
don't.
backs weren't against the wall.
I
games 1 and 2.
don't think.
Game
Yeah.
2, or losing 1 at home.
Yeah, your back's not against the wall yet. You got to win 4 games, right? So your back's not against the wall yet. Now that they won that third game,
My thing
now-
is, I still think the Celtics lose. I think they lose in Miami. I think they win in Boston. They lose Game 6 in Miami. So I don't think this is particularly close. And I think Jimmy comes out in Game 6 and does Jimmy bucket things. But I don't see Miami winning in
Gotta be-
Boston to end the series.
It's got to be Bam.
Yeah. Bam comes out and plays like he did in game 1 and game 2, or even game 3.
Well, that's why they lost last game. I don't know if you saw. I mean, it was a close game the whole way till the Celtics went on that last run.
Yeah.
But Bam, I think he only had like 10
12.
12,
Something like
yeah.
that. Yeah, I had his under. All right. Well,
man.
I like our shit. Oh, hold on. Time out. So you have Gabe Vincent, right? I actually love his assist, but is he like gonna be hurt at all? Because his ankle got all messed up at the end of the last game.
He's gonna play. Hopefully.
I'm just wondering. He hurt himself.
Well, that even works out even better for me then, because he's gonna be less aggressive as far as scoring. He's gonna be in
All right,
more
cool.
facilitator role.
Just wondering. All right.
Damn, I could buy points for Jaylen Brown and put him at 20.
Don't be doing that, man.
I'm not 22 and a half, bro. I'm not. I'm putting the same game parlay together to see what the shit's hitting for.
All right, cool.
So you took Tatum rebounds.
Yeah. Well,
At
if
10
you're
and a
gonna do
half?
that, just do 10 then, because I'm sure I can get it to close to minus 200, right?
you
9
took
and a
Tatum
half.
over rebounds.
9
Yeah,
and a half.
dude, he's
is
been-
minus 195.
I think he had 18 last game. Is that what he had last game? Or am I bullshitting?
I don't know, but he be slapping them bitches, so I'm not even mad at it. Johnny, you took
Dude,
the
hold on.
over under
I'll tell you right now.
game lines. You took the over
Tatum.
under. No, I don't want.
Yeah,
total.
hear this, Johnny. Last 3 games, 11, 10, 13.
And you took
Oh.
over.
Not
the
yeah,
210,
9,
right?
10, 18, 10, 7, 11, 14.
Well, it
Over
makes sense.
210.
He's probably a better rebounder than fucking Bam is. So.
And then
Or
Trent, you
Horford.
took assists. Gabe Vincent.
2.5 over. Are you on
Gabe
FanDuel?
Vincent, assists. Yep.
Or-
Oh, same game parlay. It's only got 2, 5, and 8.
Oh, you're on DK then.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, well, we'll throw up the odds on Insta.
Well, that was his assist line. Donna, go to like, I think you're under like you're under assist plus or whatever. If you go to assist over under, it should be there. If that makes sense.
No, it does, but he's not. DK don't got him for assists over under.
Well, make sure you put it on FanDuel then, fellas. For
Yeah,
all you
facts.
guys tailing us.
Hold
the
on, did my
two,
boys
the,
tie it
the
up?
2 is minus 370, so like that don't.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta.
Yeah, but shit, put it on DK. Is plus 370 odds. You know what I'm saying?
Hurricanes
shit
about to get
is-
an OT.
That shit sounds
OT.
crazy free. Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
Locked it in. Let's get it.
Well,
I
that
do
was
FanDuel, but I don't live in fucking jackass
Maryland.
McDumb shit, so I can't.
all right. Well, that was a fun episode. Tune in next week. We'll get back on our regular schedule.
Wednesday at 9, baby.
And like and subscribe. That would help a lot.
4-2, baby.
Celtics in 7.
Second day.